Hello, class. Oh, hello, everyone. Hello, how's everything? Today, we are going to deal with physics. What do I call it? Physics. So, I'm introducing the topic today. What did I say? I'm introducing the what? The topic. So, as you can see it, we have a lot of work to do in what? Physics. But by God's grace, we mainly focus on those things that will come out in the life, local, GC, market, or JAM. That is your post UTM. But I expect that they will have explained most of all these things in your school. You know what I'm saying? So, but here we will brush you up more about those topics in physics. And by those days, you are going to do practical, you do practical, especially those kind of practical that come out in your life, GC, and in your NAPTEP or NECO. I tell you something that in GC we have what's called alternative to what? Practical. So I'm introducing these topics anyway, but it's so voluminous. What I call it? Voluminous in the sense that it has a lot of things that you have to learn about and a lot of calculation you're going to do. So I'm introducing this topic anyway. So I've wrote it in the board and I'll just begin to explain gradually one after the other before we go in full to the next classes. Are you understanding me? So you are expected to know a lot of things in physics. Do you understand what I'm saying? And in your day-to-day life, we use those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we apply those things in our day-to-day life in physics. So you can look at it very well. We have number one, introduction. So introduction means we are going to explain about the definition of the word physics. What do you understand by the word physics? You can at least the one that you taught in your school. What is physics? Can you please rise and come to the front of the board of the screen? What do you understand by the word physics? You face the audience.
Physics.
No, you go first.
My name is Ananis.
Okay,
I want to talk about the word, how to spell what is physics.
okay,
So physics can be defined as a subject that study of matter and energy and how they interact with each other.
good. Clap for him, please. Clap for him. So, Samson, come and explain what they taught you in school about physics. Face your audience.
Physics can be defined as study of matter and energy and their relationship with their environment.
Good. Clap for him again. Clap for him. So, are you listening? Face your audience. You're not facing the audience.
Physics is designed to study of matter and energy and how they interact with each other.
That is it. Clap for him. So, physics is the study of matter and how it's related to energy. You know what I'm saying? Matter and what? Energy. What do I call it?
Matter and energy.
So, in relation to the environment. That's a very nice definition. You know what I'm saying? It's the study of matter. When you are dealing in physics, you are studying matter. It's also different from chemistry, but somewhat interwoven in some sense. But there are some subjects, there are some topic that is taught in physics that you also learn in chemistry. You know what I'm saying? In chemistry, this is the chemical composition of matter. But physics is just you study about matter in relation to what? Energy. These two words matter. And another word called what? Energy. Matter and what?
Energy.
Energy. So, by God's grace, you need to understand these two words very well. If you really actually want to know physics. And what is matter? Matter is entity that have mass and what?
That's
Occupy space. Entity that has what? Mass and what? Occupy space. Better be grabbing as that voice is grabbing. I'm not teaching you as a teacher, I'm teaching you as a lecturer. You understand what I'm saying? So you should be judging something that I'm not teaching you as a teacher, no. I'm teaching you as a what? But when you go to university, they will not teach you as a teacher. They will teach you as a what? Lecturer. I'm lecturing you. So matter and energy. So physics is the study of matter in relation with what? Energy. Matter and energy. And how it also relates with their environment, especially our planet and other planets. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand physics, because when we go in depth, you see different kind of things that is very miraculous. Are you understand what I'm saying? For example, now we have this our home planet Earth. This planet is the third planet. Yes or no? How many planets do we have? Rise up and begin to answer one after the other. Yes? How many planets do we have?
we have 9 planets.
Why 9? Okay, list them please.
Mercury,
Okay.
Venus,
Uh-huh.
Earth,
Uh-huh.
Mars,
Uh-huh.
Jupiter,
Uh-huh.
Saturn,
Uh-huh.
Uranus,
Uh-huh.
Neptune.
Uh-huh. Uranus, Neptune, and what? Pluto. Clap for him. Clap for him now. Let me hear the clap very well. You can have a seat. But sorry for you, in year 2013, Pluto is gone. Pluto is what? You didn't see Pluto again. It's entered into what is called an elliptical orbit of other stellar system. You don't find it again. It's no longer orbiting our sun again. You understand what I'm saying? That's when we enter into a brief explanation in astronomy, because I'm going to explain that to you. So we go in depth into this thing, but you try. Clap for him, please. So there's a particular organization. What I call it? Say organization. Say organization.
Organization.
That organization is a very good organization. And that organization is situated in the United States of America and also in Russia. Russia too have their own. China too have their own. Some nations too. Some few nations have their own. But the one in the United States of America did a lot of work too. You know what I'm saying? They are Russia too. What I would bring out, this organization is called NASA. It's called what?
NASA.
National Aeronautic Space Administration. So they are the one that deals with outer space, technology of the planets, astronauts. Do you understand? These astronauts, they have astronauts, people that study about the planetary bodies. So they can go to outer space. In fact, as I'm talking to you, they are living inside what is called USSR. That is a space station. You understand what I'm saying? So American Universal Space Station. Nigeria is inside that place. We call it space station. As I'm talking. So they are monitoring everything that happening in their world. If a very giant stone, they call it one name, they call it asteroid or meteorite. You understand? So if that damn thing want to come to Earth, to come and destroy everybody, they are the one that will first see it. I understand what I'm saying? So they will not debate on how to make sure that that did not come to Earth. There's a lot of things that will have killed everybody for long. You understand what I'm saying? So it is NASA, that organization, that they are doing a lot of experiments in outer space. I will show you a lot of things when we go to that. That is. So they are going that to make sure that they monitor as planetary bodies are orbiting around the sun. That's why you must know physics. Are you understand what I'm saying? You must know what? There's something. If you don't know it, you'll be a fool. What do I mean? A what? A fool. If they tell you that education is cost, tell the person to try ignorance. You know to do the one that's not cost. Once you have knowledge of physics, biology, and chemistry, you will do exploits. You do understand what I'm saying? You will do what? Exploits. So you won't be living like any other person. So physics is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's what NASA is doing. They usually do one program and they call it National Exploration. You know what I'm saying? You'll be looking as they are doing a lot of experiments in outer space. In fact, they also go to the moon. You know what I'm saying? They also live inside the moon. Yeah. They travel all the way from Earth to the moon. This same moon that we are seeing. Yeah. That's what a lot of work that NASA did. They also collaborate with other nations, like Russia, as I told you. They collaborate with other nations. Now that there's war now, each country is trying to have their own astronauts and have their own space station. You understand what I'm saying? Nations like India, like China, Russia, each of them, all of them, they are also running in the space race. Why do I do that? You may be thinking in your heart that what happened to Nigeria? It depends on next generation. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the things that we say we have to listen like which concerts, you didn't know where the satellite is. Anyway, the only guy that have no service in Nigeria. These are the things that by God will our government is supposed to be spending a lot of money, especially space station, space program. So by God's grace, this our generation and coming generation, we should find something to do about that. You understand me? So that is physics for you. And that's the work that NASA are doing. They did a great job. They spend the taxpayer money very just small fraction of the money, and they used to do a lot of big things that they are seeing. You understand what I'm saying? When you are watching ball, say go! It's the work of NASA that they launch a lot of satellites in outer space. And this man too have come into the market. His name is called Elon Musk. How many of you know Elon Musk? So what's the company of Elon Musk? I will give you the assignments. Go when you reach them. You understand? These are we playing those ball you are playing. Go and do research about Elon Musk. This is why it's full. Elon Musk. What do I call this? You go to Cyber Cafe. Go and buy let's say 1 hour. Go and search for this guy. Just put it on Google. Elon Musk and his space program. the this thing. Just go and do research and write it in your book and go to. You may print the work anyway. Then we can market it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not a story about the work that Elon Musk did. His company, because he has not just one company, he has several companies. He has the one that deals with space. You understand what I'm saying? He has the one that deals with cars. You understand what I'm saying? So go and do research about it. That's your assignment. Don't forget it. That's your assignment. Now, introduction. I've explained briefly about definition of physics. Under that introduction, we're going to do what's called measurements. After that, we're going to do what's called units. After that, we're going to do what's called standards. After that, we're going to do what's called measuring instruments. That's where you know different kind of measuring instruments. Look at this now. This one is a measuring instrument. They call it the spring balance. So you know about this thing and the rest. I understand. So, you can provide for me. I buy everything. You know what I'm saying? Just as we buy dissection sets, pipette, burette, volumetric close cylinder, burettes, test tube. You still buy more of test tube. You know what I'm saying? You still buy more. When you calculate, we buy more of test tube. Because a lot of people come and do experiment. They will not buy those computers. All I do is chemistry practical. And physics practical too. We have different measuring instruments. So we have what is called space and position. Are you understanding me? We have what is called bearing. We are going to learn about it. And then graph. Another thing I will tell you go and get graphs. So that place I told you about, you see there, go and buy it. You understand me? And buy graph because most of the work we are going to do will be plotting graphs. Are you understanding? So we have vector and scalar. You teach vector and scalar. That's why you learn about vector and scalar, especially vector quantity and scalar quantity. The next one we are going to do is a significant figures. Are you understanding? So we do significant figures. And after that, we do what's called work example. Are you understanding? What? Example. Then the next one we are going to do density and relative density. Density and what?
Relative
Density of solid and liquid. Under it we have solid, liquid and gases. So I think they have taught you in the school, right? About solid, liquid and what?
Yes.
And gas. Good. Then the next one we are going to learn about density. Then we have determination of density by direct method. We are going to learn about that. Then we are going to learn about relative density. What do I call it?
Relative density.
Relative what? Relative density. Then we do what example. All this I'm explaining that very well. We are going to do a lot of it. Calculation. This is where we are going to put knowledge of mathematics and further mathematics into work. You understand what I'm saying? Here we are going to do calculation about as well you are sitting down. There's a lot of calculation going on in your body as I'm talking to you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's part of what you are going to learn in physics. So knowing the first of the mind. So I'm giving you the second assignment. The second assignment is we are going to read and memorize the multiplication table. Read and what?
Memorize the multiplication.
From 2 to what? To 12. In the next class, I expect you to have done that. Because before we start class properly, we are going to memorize it. Are you understanding me? Because most of the time, it's not every time that we use calculator. Did you understand me? Not every time we use calculator. Just do that in the front of you. No sense. You know it in front of you. Like the calculation of business. We learned someone's phone to do this thing. you may not use calculator. Now you understand me? Because when you get to the jam, when you are doing jam, because you are going to use computer to do your jam. You are going to use computer to do your what? Jam. So you may see, they will give calculator or they will tell you to use calculator of the system. If you don't know how to do it, you will not be able to know how to do it on time. So that's why you must not memorize the multiplication table. By tomorrow, you also have done it. I know some books have that thing at the back of their book, 2001 to 12. Because most of the work we do there is calculation. Now, number 3. Now this introduction is part 1. Part 1, number 3 of this part 1. We have what's called motion in straight line. What do I call this?
Motion is straight line.
Motion in what?
Straight line.
Motion in straight line. This way we are going to do justice to types of motion, displacement, speed, and velocity. Distance time graph, speed time graph, acceleration, equation of uniform acceleration, uniform accelerated linear motion. So this way we are going to do justice to that. There are something here I may not too much explain for you because I expect them to teach you. So we do revision about them. I understand what I'm saying? Because we still have other serious equation to deal with in physics. And most of these things we'll be using our past question. What I say?
Past question.
So I will just come to the class. I will briefly explain it. We start calculation immediately. Especially from what? Past question. So you know how to answer those questions. So by the time we are through, you sit down like this, you answer those questions, you get distinction. That's going to be your portion distinction. So that is that. So under this thing, you do equation of uniform accelerated linear motion. Then number G, you have determination of uniform velocity and uniform acceleration by using Fletcher's trolley. You may not see it in your work in school, but in overseas, you'll see this. They have this experiments. It's something called Fletcher's trolley. What do I call it?
That's just trolley.
Fletcher's trolley. Then the next one we have work example. There's a lot of questions that we're going to solve. And then we have us we do both the GC question and also advanced questions. So that if you want to do overseas exams, you need to look it. Are you understanding me? Then number 4, we have what's called the algebra of vector. What do I call it? The algebra of what? Vectors. So under algebra of vector, we have vector representation, addition and subtraction of vectors, addition of 2 vectors. We are going to do relative velocity, resolution of vectors, resultants by vector resolution, and we are going to do our word example. So that is that about this part 1. Are you understanding me?
Yes.
So these are the things that we are going to do in what in part 1. So let us. So is there any question? So go to another subject, that's chemistry. I want to introduce it to you today. So that next week we finish writing before next week we finish writing all of the introductions. You know what I'm saying? Finish writing all of the introductions and we start doing a lot of work. Is there any question concerning this? Are you sure? Okay, come.